Hello guys, my name is Srinidhi. I'm an educator on Unacademy. You guys can follow me on Unacademy and learn the English lessons I make by downloading the Unacademy Learning app on your phone, and kindly check out the YouTube channel as well. So in today's lesson, we're going to learn about conditional sentences. This is the part 2 of it. The previous lesson was part 1 and the following one will be part 3. So I hope this one helps you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, so now we're in the second part of the conditional sentences. So in the previous lesson, we learned what is a conditional sentence and what are the types of conditional sentences. So in yesterday's lesson, we learned zero condition and first condition. So zero condition sentences are used to express a general truth or a known fact. So both the clauses, that is the subordinate clause and the main clause, will be in simple present tense. And then we learned first conditional sentences, which are used to express those statements which whose outcome is more likely but not guaranteed. So that means the outcome, the result is very how do you say it? It's probable. Now it might or might not happen. So the if clause will be in the simple present and the main clause of that sentence will be in simple future tense. Okay. Now we're going to learn the remaining two types of conditional sentences, that is the second conditional sentences and third conditional sentences. Okay. Now let's get started. Second conditional sentences, these are very useful for expressing outcomes that are completely unrealistic. So note, it is very, very unrealistic or will not likely happen. So whereas the first condition, the outcome might or might not happen. Whereas here it is completely unrealistic. That means it will never happen. Look at the example. If I inherited, sorry, there is another mistake. It is if I inherited a fortune, I would travel to Mars. So is that even possible? Yes, now you can travel to Mars or wherever you want, but going alone is not. This is very unrealistic. The outcome is, it's something that can never happen, right? So if I inherited a fortune, I would travel to Mars or I will travel to Jupiter. Okay, next one. If I owned a planet, I might name it Ginger. So this is another unrealistic or imaginary thought. You can never own a planet. If at all, if I own a planet, I will name the planet as Ginger. Okay, now pay attention to the sentence formation here. The first part of the sentence, that is the if clause part of the sentence, is in the simple past. If I inherited. Inherit is a verb. Inherited is a past tense of it. So inherited. Whereas the second part contains a modal verb. Would, could, should. These are modal verbs. So please do go check out the lessons on modal verbs if you don't know what they are. It's there, and I've already made a course. I've made a lesson on it, but I'm not sure about the course name. Please do check it out. Okay. Now, if I inherited a fortune, I would travel the world. The if clause is in simple past and the main clause contains a modal verb. Look at the next example. If I owned a planet. So own is the verb. Owned is the past tense. So the if clause is in the past tense, simple past, pay attention, okay, simple past. And the second part of the sentence, that is a main clause, contains a modal verb again, might. Might, would, will, these are modal verbs, okay. Now, we must use simple past tense in the if clause and a modal verb, that is would, could, should, etc. in the main clause. If I inherit a fortune, that is wrong. If I inherited a fortune, that is correct. Because the if clause should not be in simple present. It should be in simple past. Okay. Look at the next one. If I own the planet, I will name it. No. I might name it. I will name it becomes simple future tense. Okay. So you will have to use a modal verb. I might name it or I would name it. Okay. Choose your modal verb, whichever you want, but choose a modal verb for second conditional sentences. Okay. Now, moving ahead. Third conditional sentences. They are used to explain that present situation would be different if something different had happened in the past. Yes, this might sound a little bizarre, but let's break down the sentences. The present situation would be different if something else had happened in the past. Okay. Now, I think example will help you guys more than the definition. If you had told me you needed some cash, I would have lent it to you. The fact is, I did not lend you any money. That's because you did not tell me say a day before or in the past that you wanted money. So if you had told me that you wanted money, today you would have had the cash because I would have lent it to you. Correct? I did not lend, you did not ask. But in the past, if you had asked, the situation right now will be different. That means I would have lent the money, you would have had the money. That is the condition. Correct? So that means none of this happened in the past. But if something else had happened, this present situation will be much different. Okay? Look at the next example. If I had repaired my car, I could have gone for the trip. I did not go for the trip. I did not repair my car. But say a day or two back, if I had repaired my car, today I will be on a trip. Okay? So the reality could have, the desire could have been fulfilled if something had happened in the past. So since nothing happened in the past, the present situation is a little different. Okay? These sentences express the condition that was likely enough to happen but did not happen in the past. Correct? So if my friend had asked me for money, say a week ago, I would have lent it to her, and today there wouldn't be a condition where she does not have money. So today she might probably have money, right? Next one. I could have gone for the trip only if I had repaired my car. I did not repair my car. I did not go on a trip. So this regrettable condition would have changed if I had acted wisely, say a few days ago. That's the whole point. These things did not happen, but you are just wondering, if I had done this, this could have happened. Correct? So if I had studied well, I would have passed the exams. That means today I did not pass the exam. I failed the exam because I did not study for the exam. I'm just regretting not doing it. Okay? That's the whole point of third conditional sentences. These are somewhat regretting conditions. Regression is something that you repent for. Okay? Now, pay attention to the structure. We must use past perfect tense in the if clause. And modal verb plus the word have plus past participle in the main clause. So the if clause is past perfect tense. You know how to write a past perfect tense. So the perfect word had plus past participle of the verb. Okay? And then the second part, that's the main clause, will have modal verbs. That is would, could, should, might, etc. And then after the modal verbs, we'll have to add the word have and again a past participle of a verb. Past participle of the verb run is ran. Eat is eaten. Okay? So if you guys are having any doubts on past participle or present participle, please do go back and watch the lessons on them. It is under the course Basics of English Grammar Part 1. Okay? Now, look at the example. Now I'll show you with an example of, okay, I've written it anyways. If you would have told me. So the verb here is to tell. Past. I'm sorry. So see here the if clause, if you had told me. So the verb here is to tell. So the past perfect form of the verb tell is had told. So if you had told. So tell is a verb, told is a past tense, past participle is also told. This is one such verb where it does not change its past participle form. Okay? The simple past form and the past participle form is the same. If you had told me. Correct? Look at the second example. If I had repaired my car. Repair is the verb. Repaired is the past tense. Past participle is also repaired. So this is also another verb where the past participle and the past form, that is a simple past form, does not change. So all you have to do is put the verb in the past participle form. If you guys are having any doubts on tenses, please watch it under the course tenses. All the tenses have been explained under that course in individual lessons. Okay? Look at the next part of the sentence. That's the main clause. I would have lent it to you. So it is would. That is a modal verb is there. After the modal verb, we have the word have. And after that, the past participle of the verb to lend is lent. I lend you money. I lent you money. L-E-N-T is a past participle form. Okay, I would have lent it to you. Look at the next example. I could have gone for the trip. Could is a modal verb. After the modal verb we have the word have, and then go is the verb. Past tense is went, past participle is gone. So this is a verb which it changes its simple past form and the past participle form. I could have gone. Go, went, gone. Okay, now so that is what is explained over here. And now I'm going to give you a quick recap of this. In this we learned second conditional sentences and third conditional sentences. Second conditional sentences are sentences where the outcome is very unrealistic. So the if clause will be in simple past and the main clause will contain a modal verb. Now, third conditional sentences are sentences where you regret for not doing something in the past which has changed, which would have made the present situation much different. So the first if clause will be in the simple past and the main clause will contain a modal verb plus have plus past participle of the verb. Okay, now in the next lesson we're going to do an exercise. The entire lesson is going to be about an exercise. I hope you guys understood this. If not, please drop it in the comment section and I shall help you guys out. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Bye bye.